Hey everyone, this is my DIY canvas board. I built this board a few months ago with a friend, and it's honestly been a huge help in my training ever since. The bottom of the board sits at 5'7", while the first rung starts at 6 foot even. We built the board at a 20-degree angle, and the rungs are an even 8 inches apart all the way to the top. The main holds I use are rounded and soft. They're 23 millimeters deep. That's on this board, and the other holds on this board are 15 millimeters deep. The other board I have with the tubes, those ones start at 29 millimeters and they go all the way down to 18. The other holds on that board are also 18 millimeters, except they're flat and I've never been able to hold myself off them because of the 20-degree angle. We built the mounting system for the board out of some metal rings and hooks. That way we can easily move and change the board out. That way we have some options with it. We TIG welded the rings all at the same angle. That way we can just pop on the hooks to the different board. Honestly, I do really like that system, but it is really hard to get it all to line up flat perfectly. But the option to be able to change the board is really great. I love it. I do have plans to make a different board with some actual real holds on it, but that's kind of expensive and I don't really want to spend the money because this already works great. It is honestly really hard to change the board by yourself. It's really easy to take off, but it's really hard to put a new one on. I've done it twice, except every single time it's really been a pain, and the only reason I've done that is because no one else has been home. What makes it so hard is trying to pin it back at that angle, because it's a 4 foot long piece of plywood, so it kind of does weigh a lot whenever you're holding it from the bottom and trying to hold it at an angle into like 1.5 inch long hooks, or 1.5 inch long rings thingies. I don't know. So for me, I just kind of always get my brother to help me because we do share a room, so when he's in here, it's not a big deal to just change it out. I love this board though. I use it practically daily just to get either some really light workouts in or some honestly really intense ones, but it is something that I've really implemented in my training routine, and it's helped me out a lot in the gym. I feel like I used to almost always struggle to hold myself on crimps, but now after having the board for a few months, I feel like that honestly almost rarely happens now. Maybe I'm not climbing hard enough, but also I've definitely gotten way stronger with my crimping power. I feel like crimps used to be a major weak point for me, and now it's changed to pinches because I've had this board to work on that. The bottom of the canvas board is 17 inches away from the wall, and 17 inches I found is a good distance. Whenever I first put it up, I did used to hit the wall kind of a lot, but as I've used the board more and more, I've learned to have a lot more control, which has also translated into me climbing harder stuff and keeping myself close to the wall without having to worry as much about falling off. This canvas board has definitely caused me to gain a lot more climbing control and a lot more strength. If you are thinking about building it, I definitely would. It's awesome to have, and I really love it. The top of the board is 10 foot 8 inches away from the ground, so it is kind of high. It does kind of require some high ceilings, and also the way how I have it designed to be straight and then pitch back, that is actually kind of vital, because whenever you're climbing on the board, the weight is being pulled against the wall. So if you have it at an angle like this, then it's going to be pushing away, but if you have it on top, then it's going to push it deeper in. My brother, who is an architect, told me that. I originally was going to go down, that way it took up less space on the wall, but I mean, he was right. It definitely needed to be this way. So if you're gonna do it, you're either gonna need to attach it to your ceiling or at an angle going back this way, just for that extra structural support. If you like this video, please check out some of my other ones and subscribe to my channel. See you later.